dhosea 101, alviman 1, here with part 3. Sorry, guys, that we've had to make this into 3 parts, but
That's okay.
forgive us. This is WrestleMania.
It is.
And the match that we are fucking pumped about, the holy match, Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker. Now, this started almost 13 years ago. It started at SummerSlam 1997 when Shawn hit Bret, or Shawn attempted to hit Bret with a chair, and then
he hit
the Undertaker. Then they fight each other at Ground Zero, which goes to a no contest. And Undertaker does that suicide dive over like 30 guys on the WWE roster. And then we go to the greatest Hell in a Cell match of all time, in my opinion.
And I'll even go ahead and give it for me, and I've seen every single Hell in a Cell match that's happened, and I still think that Shawn Michaels Undertaker, the only one that even comes close was Taker and Mankind, but only for the fact that Mankind just about killed himself.
Yeah. And then you had a Royal Rumble match, a casket match in 1998, where the Undertaker
Michaels' back got messed up.
Yeah, the Undertaker sidelined Michaels for 4 years. So when we look at last year's WrestleMania 25, this can be said as not only one of the greatest WrestleMania matches of all time, but one of the greatest matches in professional wrestling history. I know many people probably might not say that, but if you're an Undertaker and Shawn Michaels fan, you will most likely say this was one of the greatest matches of all time. Now the question is,
I will even go as far as to say that before last year, I agreed with most people in saying that Savage versus Steamboat at WrestleMania 3 was the best Mania match ever until last year. And Shawn Michaels and Taker
delivered.
Just destroyed it.
That was a 5 fucking star. We watched
Absolutely
it before.
5 stars.
We watched it. We watched that match just now before we came on.
1 star to 5 stars. It was 12.
Yeah. This fucking match. The question is, how can they top themselves this time?
Well, it's not going to be easy. But
it's no disqualification.
You think about it. Shawn Michaels always steps up at Mania. He always puts on the best show that he possibly can at Mania. Taker is pretty much the same way. There may have been 1 or 2 that were kind of not as good, but still.
Yeah.
Still good matches.
As far as the match itself goes, we're expecting it to be one of those matches like last year at WrestleMania 25 where, Shawn will be the quicker of the two. It's obvious. Taker's going to be the stronger of the two. When you mix them both together, add to the fact that it's no disqualification. Seeing as how Shawn is kind of almost a heel, and I say almost, there's going to be the use of steel chairs.
Bite your tongue.
There's going to be the use of steel chairs. There's going to be use of ladder. And there's going to be uses of tables in this match.
Tables and ladders and chairs. Oh my.
This will be a 5 fucking star match.
I agree with you.
I'm telling you guys what I know before we even get there. We've got 1 week to go. And the build-up to mention. The build-up this year, I go on record of saying, is better than last year's build-up by far.
I will say this one thing. I am a little bit disappointed at the fact that they broke up DX before Mania. I'm sure there's a lot of people that don't really like DX. Personally, I love DX. I think they're funny.
Yeah, he's a DX
Besides
mark.
which, I think they're good together. I've liked DX from the beginning.
But now, you've had Shawn Michaels do this psychotic gimmick, which is something I don't think people like to see from Shawn Michaels because it scares them. This
yeah, he can be a little scary. Scary looking, too.
Let's see. When we watched the WrestleMania 25 match just probably about an hour ago, we marked out probably about 3 or 4 times. This year, it's going to be one of those matches where you'll probably be marking out almost throughout the entire match. Taker needs to watch when he dives. I don't want him doing that thing where he dove on his head
himself again.
And he nearly almost killed himself by giving himself almost a tombstone.
Yeah, that was not really good.
How I'm expecting it to go is the match is going to start off very, very slow.
That was almost Benoit versus Sabu all over again.
Yeah.
And if you're wondering what I'm talking about,
watch
when Benoit
ECW.
broke Sabu's neck when he became the crippler.
This match is going to start out really, really slow. Then it's going to pick up. It's going to have the use of tables, ladders, and chairs. Oh my. Like we said. And then you're going to see choke slams, tombstones, Hell's Gates, sweet chin musics, moonsaults, and elbow drops.
Backwards figure fours.
Backwards figure fours all over the fucking place. How I'm going to expect the ending of this match to go is it could come down to false finishes. You're going to see shit like Shawn Michaels super kicks Undertaker like 5 times, kicks out. Undertaker.
Tombstone. Last ride. Choke slam. Still kicking out.
Yup. The ending. This is the only thing we cannot predict is the ending.
It's true. But you know what? I'm going to go ahead and say this. For anybody who doesn't already know, Shawn Michaels is to me as Edge is to Boo Boo. So if Shawn Michaels wins, I'm going to go crazy on camera. I will do it.
If Undertaker wins, I'm going to do the exact same shit.
And I'm going to have to smack him. Not that I have anything against Taker. He's one of the tops, and I've always liked Taker, but...
Shawn is his favorite wrestler. Taker's my favorite wrestler.
I just don't want to see Shawn retire yet.
As far as the ending goes, how I'm expecting it to go, at least from my perspective, Shawn gets a super kick. Taker, sits up, and he just goes ballistic on Shawn Michaels. And then eventually he'll hit the tombstone, and it's over. How do you see it from your perspective?
Well, I'm seeing almost the exact opposite. What I'm seeing is he's already hit 1 or 2 tombstones. It didn't work, so he'll start off with a choke slam because that's just the way they do it. So he goes to the last ride. Shawn Michaels kicks out of the last ride. Taker gets a little frustrated, takes a little walk, comes back around, bang, sweet chin music right on the button. Shawn Michaels falls on top of him. Essentially passes out. 1, 2, 3. HBK wins. Because you're not going to see Undertaker submit, and Shawn Michaels won't either.
And you're not going to see The Undertaker lose his streak. I'm sorry, but you won't.
I disagree. I think this is going to be the year, and HBK is going to be the man to do it. Because he is
Mr.
the icon, the showstopper, the main event.
Do your boo-boo. Go ahead and turn into boo-boo for a minute.
All right. It's HBK, right? Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid, the showstopper, the icon, the main event, Mr. WrestleMania. He will beat The Undertaker, period, bottom line. And if he doesn't, I'm going to be really upset because I don't want to see him retire.
Man, you have to realize one thing, though, that when Shawn Michaels opens up the gates of hell, he will rest in peace.
Well, you're forgetting one thing.
And anyway, we have to go because we're running out of time.
Kid will not lose because he's the Heartbreak Kid. Oh!
We have to get ready to go because we are running out of time. And anyway, this is dhosea 101.
Yo, alviman 1.
And we will see you guys next Sunday coming live from his house. Peace.
Later.